Sanke. For you, coffee.
I'm a living example of you can get punched in the face and get back up, because I'm the modern day Aztec warrior.
Welcome to MMA Underground. You got Buddy V.
Live and direct, y'all.
And StreetBeefs West Coast featherweight champion, Earthling 7. Let's go, let's go.
So how's it hanging today?
I'm great.
Good, good.
Excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I got some good questions. And one of the first ones is, man, when you watch like Dragon Ball Z or anything, and you see these people training for fights, they put on heavy ass weights, they go in the gravity chamber, they're training hardcore. But we all know in reality, if you lift a bunch of weights, it's gonna make you slow. And you are fast as hell, my man. The camera does not do you justice. But I saw you fighting the scrapyard, it was insanely fast. So my first question was, do you train with weights at all? I'm very curious. Or do you just do straight sparring? You do?
I do train with weights, and striving to get even quicker. And hopefully I am able to display that for StreetBeefs West Coast 23. Let's go, baby!
Yeah. Let the people know, West Coast 23, who are you scheduled to fight?
I'm scheduled to fight the one and only, the legend himself, El Coyote. He has made a name for himself in StreetBeefs West Coast, going down in history, already in the books. And wow, intrigued for this fight. I'm excited for this fight. It's awesome all around.
Absolutely. I got a quick question. What do you plan on, if at all, what weight do you plan on coming in at?
What weight?
Yes, sir.
What weight?
Well, weight, pounds.
I'll push it to be maximum 170 pounds.
I like it.
But
I like it.
Staying inside the official lightweight numbers, which is 156 all the way up to 170. Anywhere in there is great. But I'm pushing definitely for the highs.
I like it.
What's the lightest you've ever came in for a fight?
143 pounds.
Put on some muscle, yeah. I'm gonna walk around buff.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. When I first saw Earthling, when he fought King Jawbreaker, that man looked huge. I said, damn, who is that? Earthling. You turned around. I just saw you I saw your back. I saw you from behind. And I was like, who is that? That ain't Earthling. That man turned around, super swole.
We were training, we were accumulating some weight, and we wanted to test the waters of higher weight classes, heavier weight classes.
Absolutely. And handle business.
Yes.
Handle business. Yeah, man.
And I know that with you fighting, when you first came to StreetBeefs West Coast, how did your footwork? Did you have to adjust it to the sand when you're fighting?
Yeah, you do. Well, that's a consideration you have to take. That's something that you have to pay attention. The drag, there's definitely a sort of drag, a different type of movement that you want to do in the sand. It's not the same sliding your foot on a plain pavement, something slick, versus a sand where it will cause some drag, and you would have to put a little bit more energy just to get that same slide or push. So adjusting to it. Sometimes it makes it fun, a little gamer. You know what I mean? Like, it makes just a little bit more fun, but definitely it requires a little bit more work.
Definitely.
For sure. Yeah, man. What I like to do is if I'm scheduled for a fight, man, I try to find sand I find the closest, pit of sand that I can get to and get a little work in that, or even like gravel, a good collection of rocks. Let's try to get that work in because you definitely need it in that sand.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, man.
And with the movement, actually, funny enough, I've seen in some of your fights you've worn the shoes where they have like all the toes separated. Does that really improve
Yeah.
your footwork and all that, or like improve the strength of your foot, or?
Maybe I haven't done the homework on the scientific aspect, but they're very light, so I'm carrying very minimum weight, and sometimes I carry up to each foot. So going from 3 to 4 pounds, dropping it all the way to what, maybe 8, 12 ounces.
Can you repeat that? You kind of cut out for a second.
Sometimes I have trained with about 3 to 4 pounds on each foot, and dropping down to those maybe like 12-ounce 5-finger shoes just gave me that confidence to move a little quicker,
For sure.
almost like I'm stepping on water.
Hey, I like that.
For sure, for sure. Hey, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Your last bout, it was a title match between you and Punches.
Punches.
The
Yes.
viral sensation.
Good one.
Punches went in there and doing his thing.
Let's get your thoughts on that fight there.
Well, I've seen it maybe twice, and my thoughts is that man came in there with everything. He went there with one goal, but I was also on the same goal, and it was just like two giant waves colliding, mixing in battle. It was a close one. The man was willing to go anywhere I took it, and so was I. It concluded in a draw. It's acceptable.
Yeah, I can dig it. That's why I'm glad I'm not a judge. That's why I love being a spectator. I'm, running alternate angle, perfect for me because then I can enjoy the fight, but I don't have to make those tough decisions because it was a good back and forth. And I mean, I felt like, yeah, you guys were really throwing them, and I was just like, damn. And then, man, Song K, I saw you as a ref. Sometimes you're like, I should separate. Okay, damn. So yeah, I can.
That was the most physical match I've refed. And thank you, Earthling. That's part of what made that memorable. You know what I'm saying? We haven't seen two forces like that collide, and it gets to a point where, physically I gotta be there. You know what I'm saying? And it forced me to kind of level up as a ref. If we're being honest.
Definitely.
For sure.
Definitely the ref that day you showed your best qualities that day, and doing your best to keep the fight, within its rules, within the set, keeping it clean.
For sure, for sure. Thank you, sir.
Because at the beginning and at the end, it is and it was a boxing match.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That was
we've heard on the show, reffing is not easy. It's a completely different thing.
Nah. You're in there with the war, man. Like honestly, you're a part of the fight. You're a part of the fight. And a lot of times, as a fighter walking out and then as a ref walking out, sometimes the experience is damn near the same. Like I'm walking out like I was there, but I forgot what happened. But like I was there, I remember this happened, similar to being in the fight,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fight was definitely a firefight. There was a lot of explosives in there.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. With that being said, we got another firefight coming up with you and El Coyote.
Ooh.
Yeah. And
4th of July all over again.
bro, and I wouldn't be surprised. I'll be reffing that. I can't see myself. I fucks with both of y'all. And I can't see myself taking sides in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but at the same time, we have to keep it as clean as possible.
Yes.
We got to do our own self management, and regardless to where it goes, I know it's going to be yet another classic. For sure, for sure.
Is one of my favorite
Definitely.
fighters too. Woo! When he went to the OG yard, woo! That's all I'm gonna say. But no, that's gonna be killer. Two of my favorite West Coast boxers coming out fighting. Like I like when you you fought Battleborn one time. Battleborn is one of my favorite, but I really like him in like Muay Thai kickboxing. That's where I'm like,
lengthy
yeah.
reach. For the division, he has those attributes.
Oh no, Free Smoke saying the fight is off.
What?
Has Coyote pulled out? It's not happening anymore, unfortunately. Major blow.
Whoa, wait. This is all happening now, live and direct, and we're getting this information now?
We're getting this info right now. Free Smoke is saying this right now on the show. Young YBJ, who is that? Oh, yeah, your boy Juice.
If the fight is off, I'll definitely like to speak to some of the heads involved with matchmaking and kind of clarify what's going on, and so we can keep this fight going. If we can't make it happen, we will make it happen. If it's not for this weekend, it's gonna be on there. I'm set for this. I know El Coyote wants this. I want this.
For sure.
So it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. If not today, it's tomorrow. It's gonna happen. So we all gotta make it till tomorrow, baby.
Are you willing to come out and still take another match?
It seems like a possibility. I was reserving myself for El Coyote,
right?
Just because of the top tier of what El Coyote brings to the table. But once again, I'll talk with the matchmakers and see what's out there. But I'm definitely open to possibilities.
Yeah. Respect.
Good live, fresh news. So I have a question. It might take it a little bit off topic, but it's because we're getting some good answers, and I'm excited. I get to hear this firsthand from just E7 talking, because before all your fights, you're meant a few words. You do all your talking with your fists, man. I can respect it all the way. So I'm curious as to who are some fighters that you maybe look up to, or that you think are like as a model that you gotta.
Earthling 7.
E7.
Earthling 7. We've been working. We've been striving up there. You know what I mean? We've been long ways.
Hell yeah, I like that answer.
So we're just gonna keep on adding feel to that, and maybe we hop on that spaceship and we go to But definitely that's a fighter right now that I'm devoted. I'm devoted for this fight game, and my mind is just on that next and for the straps.
Hell yeah, coming out, guns blazing.
Yeah, man. Like you said, if it doesn't happen this event, it's gonna go down.
It's going down,
and
it's going down eventually.
The people want this, you know what I'm saying, yes. And it's got classic written all over it, So it's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen,
right?
I need this. I need to watch this.
Mm-hmm.
For real. So, quick question, man.
Yes.
How long have you been interested in, like, prior to you actually fighting with StreetBeefs? How long have you known of StreetBeefs?
Probably 3 years before entering, so maybe since 2018, 2017.
Yeah, okay. Any dream matchups? That means you've been watching for a little bit. I'm sure you've seen some guys that could give you, a good dance.
As of right now, the only dream matchup that has came to fruition is El Coyote versus Earthling 7. This is one that we're focused on, and let's make it happen.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah. Sometimes those fights got pushed out. I think we had this one guest where what's her name? I forgot. She fought in Canada though. She was fighting. They're each having 2 belts. They were throwing on the line. I think the day got pushed like 2 or 3 times, and they went out and then finally they banged. It was like, whoo.
Yeah. It's that
So
timing, bro, you know?
Yeah.
That timing. But things will line up, you know? Things will line up when they're supposed to. For sure, for sure.
and with
I also
coming out,
appreciate StreetBeefs for all it's done. StreetBeefs West Coast, Scrapyard, the Dirty South that I am striving to also step foot in, to just this complete family that we have of a sport, gloves up, guns down, and it's a giant community. I also appreciate this. I'm very grateful for it being here and available to us.
absolutely. And do you think you might always stay with StreetBeefs for a while, or do you think eventually you might try to step above and try to go pro to the next level, or?
Oh well, if any pros are hearing this, I'm coming for y'all too. Anyone in my division, respectfully, I will be there, and y'all will get some of this Earthling 7 as well. But for right now, I still have work to do at StreetBeefs, and I see StreetBeefs as a whole from the 4 organizations that we have. To me, it's a whole, and once I've done enough work, maybe you will see Earthling 7 leaking to other places, and you can't really stop the spilling effect once it's once it's dripping like that.
Hell
Get
yeah.
that domino, get it going.
You know what I want to know, bro? I'm gonna ask you straight up. You know, I brought it up before, and people brought this up. They want to see it too. Will StreetBeefs ever see Earthling 7 in an MMA match?
Woo! Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe. That one's it's a coin flip. Right now, I'm solid, concreted. I'm solidified inside the boxing game of StreetBeefs. I like the talent that it has. It has some real energy. It has some serious individuals as to the sport, and also as to the StreetBeefs family. And right now, it's strictly for these hands, strictly for these boxing, and we're going all the way to the top, to wherever that may be for StreetBeefs. Point blank, period. It's said and it's done. It's being done as we speak.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Claiming it.
I mean, yeah, you're already a staple fighter, so I mean, shit. I mean, one day we do still have to see that El Coyote 7 fight. Oh yeah. But I'll just say, one of the fun things we have is a lot of our guests actually do BKFC. Do you watch any of that or not?
I do occasionally.
Oh, would you think that's something you'd ever be interested in too, or you prefer the gloves?
Hey, it's just throwing hands, baby. I mean, that might be a very possible one as well.
Woo!
I
We
can
can
definitely
we
see
can
that.
take off the paddings, the training wheels.
Yeah. Oh,
Doing that.
okay.
With all due respects, though, boxing is a sport that I definitely find elegant in its nature. Even though we have 10-ounce gloves, we have paddings on our hands, it makes it even a little bit harder to deliver certain amount of power to your opponents and elevating the game even more. So with the boxing gloves, without the boxing gloves, the danger is still here, and I'm fairly interested.
I think you do pretty good because you got the head movement and you have the speed. And one of the dudes we had, Kai Stewart, on as a wrestler, that was the 2 things he had, was head movement and speed coming out. And even the people just throwing hands, sitting there, just whoop, 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 bang, bang. And yeah, bare knuckle does a lot more damage. So, I mean, woo!
Ooh.
I'm
Set
gonna
those
take
jazz
put
flying.
them on there. I'm gonna be like, all right, BKFC, post it in the story.
Yeah, man. I see you killing it in the clinch. Dot 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 dot. You know.
Oh, so too. Also, I found out that found your YouTube. I subscribed to you. I saw you were kind of like documenting your journey and stuff. You want to talk about some of those other fights that you had, going to different
Yeah.
gyms, or even like amateurs, anything like that?
Nothing specific, but definitely I am documenting. I am adding a little bit of my personal life that in other cases you won't ever see. So um, I'm still looking to add more and more to the YouTube channel, and hopefully deliver something very unique to the viewer, and also to me as a journalist, as a blogger in a way, and solidifying these things, and taking it out there for us to see and enjoy for whenever the time may be.
Hell yeah! You can look back, like, all right. I saw Free
Yeah.
Smoke asked who your toughest opponent was in Street Beefs West Coast.
My toughest opponent. Mm,
Yeah,
Bank
do
myself.
from.
Earthling 7, myself.
it.
These opponents that I've been facing, they've been definitely increasing in skill level, and respectfully, they are all tough. None of them have been an easy fight for me. They've all had their things that I've had to look out for and adjust to. I'll give examples, like the reach of Battleborn, the power of BDW, the finesse of punches, the will of Memo, and these are just a few. But these have been some of the most memorable ones to me.
Yeah. Damn. All right. See, I like the Big Daddy William fights too. Those are some of my favorites. He's one of my other favorite West Coast boxers.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was.
watching from the beginning when he was a Red Reaper and stuff. Yeah.
Another solid character in the Street Beefs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that fight right there. I mean, shit, that was a fire ass fight, man. Period. You know,
Yeah,
we saw something happen that never happened in the West Coast. We got
I,
a sudden death round.
I don't remember how many punches were thrown, but it was a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And people forget that Earthling just basically made a year within the organization. This man has been active constantly, you know what I'm saying, and became a household name, in less time than most, based off of
Yeah.
these performances, based off of the level of competition he's had,
Yeah,
commendable, bro.
yeah, and I'm still willing. I'm here, still willing to put in more work with the Street Beast family, and to keep elevating us, all of us as a whole, and just keep adding as much as I can to it. I really enjoy this, so it's something that I will continue on doing.
I think that's the best part about Street Beefs. There's so much new talent too. As a couple people come out, make new names, you never know. There might be someone else coming, and you're like, "Ooh, let me see. I'm right here. Okay, yeah, I got some new competition."
Hmm.
I saw
It's
Free Smoke asked if you run it back with BDW too. He said it was
cool.
razor close. Ooh.
That's another classic, man.
Ooh.
That could be a trilogy easily.
I like the trilogy.
We're just gonna have to, yeah, we're definitely gonna have to link up with the uh matchmakers, and something might go down. Just all due respects, I just focused on El Coyote right now, and
Right.
El Coyote and Earthling 7 definitely just makes a lot of sense to me. And I'm not will I'm willing to wait for him. I'm willing to be patient for El Coyote, and that's about it for right now. But gentlemen, the time has come where we need to wrap it up. I'm taking 2 questions, one from each. Please, please,
Let me go ahead and
valuable,
ask,
something
man.
valuable from.
Let me go ahead and ask, bro. You, like I said earlier, you were very active this year. Is that something that's consistently in your head? When you
Yes,
when you come out to events, to stay active consistently.
yes, it's to deliver as much as I can, to stay active, If I can stay with it, if there's a event every month, then I do my very best to put myself there and be active every month. And that might be another thing that we see for this upcoming year, 2023. Earthling 7 will continue on doing his best to stay active. And it's not just in the West Coast. Hopefully we can step another time at the scrapyard. And maybe 2023 is also the year that we go to the OG yard and possibly to Dirty South. So definitely, I am looking to be active. And yes, activity is definitely a goal for this.
Hell yeah. Man, and then my only other thing was I was going to say, because I didn't want people to mess it up, is for you to give a shout out to anything that you have, man. Because I don't want you to hop off without letting people know where to see you at, where to find you, get any content.
All right. As of right now, there's about one avenue that everybody can reach me at, and perhaps we will start getting closer and closer, and that is at YouTube. Channel Earthling 7. That's where y'all find me. Perhaps I'll have some lives coming up soon, but definitely that is something that is being built. That is something that we're just keep adding, and that's the place where I'm going to probably delivering more of this personal, this personal perspective, and just adding more to and giving out more of Earthling 7.
And then Tiny, take out a question. It was actually my number 12. I didn't ask you. Who was from the OG yard, someone that you think would be a good one for you to match up at? And then will I be able to go?
As of right now, there's one. It's Little Mac. Little Mac. Zach is his name, is it?
Little Mac, yeah. I see him fight Diesel.
Yes.
I
seen him. I seen him fight. He's another character of the StreetBeefs family that has definitely made his name known.
Yeah.
That man has put in work. I hear it's about 2 fights per day, 2 fights per event. So he's a very active fighter. His skills are steady improving. And yes, that seemed like a very possible one. So if we go to the OG yard, maybe there will be a Earthling 7 versus Lil Mac.
Thank you, Tiny Tank.
Hey, that's another fire fight, bro. That's another fire fight. You know, who's to say he may come out to the West Coast? You know what I'm saying? We have the Super Bowl coming.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
We'll see. Time will tell. And till then, that wraps it up. Thank you, MMA Underground, for having me. Som K, Buddy V. Till next time, keep the energies flowing and going. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Have a good night. We appreciate it.
Woo! He's ready for he's like, give me some and some more. Dang, I like it.
Yeah, man. That guy is all work, bro. All work, no play. All work, no play. You got to respect the work ethic, man.
Yeah, sure. That's I can definitely dig it. Sheesh. Well, I mean, we had a killer ass show. It wasn't the longest as usual, but sometimes it's the quality, not the quantity, which I really enjoy.
Absolutely.
So I think it's about that time. You know what it is. We start with Buddy V's Fighters to Watch.
Yeah.
Buddy V's Fighters to Watch.
All right. So we'll just do 3 today. Sorry, Dirty South. I'll get you soon. But first, from the scrapyard, we have Native Interference. Now, this matchup I was interested in because his opponent was a little bit, more swole than him. So I thought, okay, he might end up hitting knockout if he gets his gloves down. Well, as he's fighting, I see the dog come out. Literally, he comes out. He has blood dripping from his face. He's putting work in. He's not letting stuff phase him. Even when he gets staged, he's still in the fight. Takes it all the way to the end. At the very end, comes out with the fat dub. I can't respect anything more than that. So that was my scrapyard pick.
Hell yeah. I'm about to check that out. That sounds like fire, bro.
Right. Now, the second fight, I don't think he won this fight, but this is or maybe he did. I can't remember if he won or lost, but it was a killer fight regardless. It was from Street Beefs West Coast. I have Rice Cracker. Man, this guy was putting work. He was throwing punches, taking punches. He was like out here, turns around, giving it right back. I mean, the definition of a good back and forth fight. I was thoroughly impressed. I want to see more of him. I want to see him come out. I think that he was very composed too, even in certain situations where I think others would have been able to just lose it. So, thank you.
Bro, he fought my my old teammate, Relentless, and Relentless got the dub in that fight. That was a hell of a fight, bro. I mean, Relentless, man. Like I said, I trained with this guy, my old teammate. And he's very skilled, hits very hard, and Rice Cracker, you know, he held up, man. He you know, he's a tough little dude, man. Definitely want to see him.
See, you heard it. Did you hear that? See, I'm not bullshit. Third and final from the OG yard itself. One Jitsu. Man, I watched his MMA fights from before. I was a huge fan. Recently, he had a boxing match come out, and he threw hands. There's a couple times where I thought he was going to end up losing it, but he came right back, guns blazing. I was just jaw dropped. I was like, man, this guy came out. He's been training. He's been waiting. So I was like, yeah, if you haven't seen his fights, he fought over a year ago, multiple times MMA, just did boxing. Check it out. You will not be disappointed. Promise you on that.
Dope. That sounds like another banger.
Old teammate, yeah, I guess so. Look at that old baby.
That time, bro. What you think?
I think it's time for some fire.
Let's get it.
It doesn't matter where you are in life. You gotta know your worth before you can be worth anything. I'm a warrior. I'm blessed because I can't fight.
All right.
You know what time it is, bro? It's the Fire 5 time. Let's go ahead and start with the first fight. We got Awesome Possum versus Gorilla, all the way from the OG yard. First and foremost, let's talk about Gorilla. When you talk about Gorilla, you're talking about an OG legend. You're talking about a guy who's had over 20 fights. You know what I mean? I mean, somebody, you know, he's won like 95% of those fights. This guy's a beast. Awesome Possum, another beast, man. This was his first fight, and we got to see Awesome Possum level up as time went on. And as time went on, he later became heavyweight champ. Check this fight out. This is a fire-ass fight right here. Awesome Possum versus Gorilla, Street Beefs OG yard. You don't want to miss it. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on. The second fire fight coming out of Street Beef Scrapyard. You see it. Preacher's Son versus Epic Tan. This was a hell of an MMA match. I got to give points to Preacher's Son. This man came out very patient. You saw him very controlled. The way he handled Epic Tan. Just solid work overall, bro. He took his time and he took the dub. Period. Firefight. Street Beef Scrapyard. Preacher's Son versus Epic Tan. Check that out. Let's go ahead and move on. We're going to go ahead and go all the way to Street Beefs West Coast. Yeah, you see it. Mr. Nice Guy versus Coup d'etat. This was a fire fight. What I mean by fire fight, I mean this was nonstop big boy action. Bombs being thrown all 3 rounds. No quit, no backing down. And at the end of the day, we got the perfect call by the judges. Street Beefs West Coast, Mr. Nice Guy versus Coup d'etat. This is a must-see fight. Fire fight. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Take you guys all the way back to Street Beef's OG yard. This is a fire fight. B-Rose versus Hercules. I don't know if y'all know B Rose. He's one of the most slept on fighters from the OG yard, but this guy is one of the most skilled boxers. Actually, he does MMA as well. He's one of the most skilled fighters that we don't talk about enough. Solid boxing performance, great inside work. The inside fighting, I mean, we saw combinations, and that's what you want to see. You want to see that. And we got it for 3 rounds. StreetBeefs OG Yard, B Rose versus Hercules. Check that out. Fire fight. Now let's go ahead and move on. Yeah, you see it. We in StreetBeefs West Coast. And this is Big Daddy Williams versus our guest tonight, Earthling 7. This was a classic match. Classic. A true fire fight right here. We talked about it earlier in another fight with Earthling 7. I ref this fight and it was physical as hell to ref this fight because these guys came and it was like 2 bulls in the ring. Nobody wanted to back down. Both bulls wanted to stab each other with the horns. It's a classic bout, man. Definition of a war. Nonstop. You know, there was a point where I had to literally pick up E7 to get him off of Big Daddy. It was wild. It was wild. And what we got in the West Coast for the first time in history was we got a sudden death round. So, you know, what does that mean? You know, that means you need to go and watch this fight. Fire fight, StreetBeefs West Coast, Big Daddy Williams versus Earthling 7. Sam K and the Fire 5.
Fire, just straight fire. As you guys know, we don't play no games around here.
Put it like this: if your phone catches fire, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Get another phone.
All right, Tiny Tech said you gotta get some rounds in with him this week, so okay.
Hit me up, bro. I'm down. I'm definitely down, bro.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
about that time, we're getting close to the end of the show. So anything you want to say? Any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, man. I want to give a shout out to my dad first and foremost, man. I recently lost my grandmother this week, you know, and you know, I just want to tell my dad, you know, I appreciate him supporting the show. Stay strong, you know. I love you, and you know, thank you for your continued support. I want to say thank you to Overtime Hustling. I want to say thank you to Heart in the Fight. I want to say thank you to Buddy V, my co-host, for always, you know, helping me do what we do. Thank you, Tiny Tank. Man, she was an angel, bro. She was an angel. Thank you. I want to say thank you to Jay, man. Jay killing it as the greatest producer. You know what I'm saying? Thank you to the people in the live chat, people in the audience, you know, the people who are watching the playback. We appreciate it. We do this for y'all. You know, we do this for StreetBeefs West Coast. We do this for StreetBeefs Scrapyard, StreetBeefs Dirty South, and StreetBeefs OG Yard. You know, we appreciate y'all. And I don't really do the social media. If you got me, you got me. Definitely want to say check out my fights, check out Buddy V's fights, and I love you too, man. Love you too, man. And as well as our guest tonight, man. Check out Buddy. I'm sorry, Buddy. Check out Earthling 7's fights. You know, every single fight that Earthling 7 has been in has been entertaining as hell, and it's been just crazy. You know, it's been crazy. Check that out, y'all. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you, Sam K. You always killing us the co-host. Give me some, yeah. Don't me, yeah. So shit, yeah. Man, and I saw you in the comments too, Lots. What's up? What's up? Everyone that's out here to support. We appreciate all of you, every single person. And yes, free smoke. Hopefully you get a fight so you can be on the Sam K Fire 5. Woo!
Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming.
So
you know,
shout out to everybody else who said what's up?
No, I was just saying there's so many great fights out there, you know what I'm saying? But Free Smoke is definitely on the list without a doubt.
Right, it's just a matter of time. Instagram Zwell_Buddy V. Gonna go give me a follow. Got the YouTube 253 Buddy V, where you can find all the scrapyard interviews and all sorts of other interviews that are coming up for Up Close and Personal. Season 2 gonna start getting recorded soon. Now, the fun part. www.zwell-world.com. Not only am I gonna release some Christmas merch soon, but there's gonna be a discount code for the Yankee and the Brit, which next week at the show, I will say it live. We'll say it 3 times, beginning, middle, and end of the show. That is it. If you catch it, then, maybe it'll be in the description if Jay's nice enough. I don't know. So that way you can get some discounted stuff and, go support us. Support your boys.
Yeah. Great merchandise. Great merchandise, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with, showing some love back.
Hell yeah. Yeah, when the news came out, that was crazy. Got the reaction live. Yeah, but we're all fighters. We put our heart into it all. So it's like with some stuff, it's just like, oh okay. Happened after my last fight.
Better to know early than late. This was as early as it would have got, So
exactly. So, in the words of Jay, we're gonna say one world, one love, deuces.
Hello, look, my dog's just had like a sloppy shit outside. I was just wondering if you got some water. I don't want to leave it outside your front park. It is.
I'm 5 minutes away from home. Don't worry, I'll clean it.
Just, you sure? I feel terrible. You know what I mean?
No, it's alright.
It's just had the proper sloppy shit and I can't even pick it up with a poo bag. Know what I mean?
Don't worry, I'll clean it when I get in.
Thank you very much once again. I'm sorry about that. I hate doing stuff like that. That's why I knocked on.
Go on, I'll see you later.